I was actually petrified, like I was so scared. But I had to pay £120. It's really hard work. Genuinely the best thing that I've ever done. Hello everyone. It's literally been so long since I've made a video. I'm actually a bit nervous. So if you're watching this video, you may be wondering where I have been for the past couple of months, or this might be the first video you're watching of me. If it is, welcome to the channel. But as I mentioned in one of my now not so recent videos, I have been working on a summer camp in America. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about my experience as a whole and my overall thoughts and feelings on the program. I have a slightly more unique experience than a lot of people doing this program because I actually worked on a special needs summer camp this year. A summer camp had campers that were adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities. This video is not at all sponsored, and I do not speak on behalf of my camp or the agency that I went through. These opinions are just all my own opinions. This video is going to be split up into sections, including the application process, get into camp, training week, how it is working with adults with special needs rather than children, and then my overall positives and negatives of camp. If you do enjoy this video, please make sure to subscribe for more content like this. I actually quite impulsively decided that I wanted to do this program after I finished my apprenticeship, because I actually saw one of my friends had done it that I went to primary school with. So I didn't really know this girl that well. I just knew that I went to primary school with her, she's done the program, and she'd actually gone and returned and done it quite a few times. So I knew the program must have been good. So I just impulsively decided to apply in, I think it was late December, I put in my application for it. The agency I applied through was AmeriCamp, and this is just because I saw them floating about on TikTok and I just saw lots of people preaching the agency. I had my initial interview in, I think it was the first week of January. The initial interview that you do with AmeriCamp, with their ambassador, is the easiest interview you're ever gonna do in your life. I'm telling you now. They were literally so nice. So they pushed me forward to the hiring pool. Then you have to do your doctor's forms, 2 medical forms you have to do. You have to have paid your fees and do your DBS check. The one I struggled with the most, honestly, was the doctor's form. One of them you fill out yourself, and the other one you have to have a doctor, an actual registered doctor, to sign it for you. So I went round to my local doctors that I go to if I'm sick, and they were like, no, we're not going to sign that. Some doctors will do it and some doctors just won't. I understand why they didn't want to do it, but I had to pay £120 for a private doctor that didn't even know me to sign this form. Once I had all those sorted, I was able to go to the camp fair in February. I've actually heard a lot of different opinions on camp fairs, and I personally think they're very, very glorified on social media, and I'm just going to keep it real on here. They are really hard. You are constantly being interviewed for a new camp. I actually already did my research on every single camp that was attending the fair. It was so hard to try and remember what camps did what. I would say that it does work for the program though, because obviously all these camps are trying to find specific people. When you're on a massive online portal, it doesn't really work trying to filter people down like that. Even though I did struggle at the camp fair, I did actually manage to get hired here. I think I spent about 4 hours at the fair. I'm not even joking. I got there before the doors opened. I went round to every single camp. This was the camp that I got hired for, Camp JC. The interview of Camp JC actually made me like the camp fair. When you click with the camp, it's the best feeling in the world. After getting hired, I personally felt that AmeriCamp were pretty good with everything. I had to do an in-person orientation. She got to meet one of the girls that was going to my camp, and I'm actually friends with her now still. This was actually the part I was most personally scared for, because I'd never flown alone. I'd literally got on the train by myself. That's the only transportation I've got on my own. So flying on my own, doing a 7-hour flight as your first flight solo, it's a bit scary, it's a bit daunting, and I was actually petrified. I was so scared. I flew into JFK, but luckily I was meeting some girls there that we were going to get an Uber to the hostel together with. When those girls landed in JFK, oh my god, it's the best feeling ever. I literally chilled out. I was so fine. Every single camp has different methods of getting you to their camp. So some camps will literally pick you straight up from the airport. They will get a bus straight to the airport and you'll all get on that bus. My camp did not do this. They were picking us up from the Hosslin International Hostel, so High Hostel I think it's called, which is by Central Park. And honestly, I think it was actually better that they did this, because I was able to stay a couple nights in that hostel and like get over the initial jet lag. Staying in a hostel I thought was going to be really scary and daunting, but I actually felt more at home than I would have like in a hotel room by myself. I think this hostel was quite a nice hostel, to be fair. Actually arriving at camp, once you were on the bus going to camp, it was such a surreal experience. Like, think actual Parent Trap. You've got the cabins, you've got the lake, you've got like the massive dining hall. They welcomed us with welcome signs and they painted all our names on, like with our cabin number. Oh, it's so cute, I can't even. Also, on our first night there was a bear. I did not get to see the bear, unfortunately. Some people may argue fortunately, but I didn't get to see the bear. Training week is one of the funnest weeks you are ever going to have in your entire life. Of course, you are still working, so you are going to be having to clean all of the cabins, clean the dining halls, clean literally anything you can think of. You're going to be cleaning it, and you're going to be doing all of your training. But other than that, you are literally pretty much on holiday for a week. You literally get to experience camp as a camper with all your new friends. You get to do evening programs. So we'd literally be like cleaning, do some training in the morning, and then in the evening we'd be doing like staff talent shows, silent disco, scavenger hunts. It was so fun. As part of Camp JC Staff Week is the colour wars. So a lot of camps do their colour wars with the campers. We do ours at the end of staff week, so I think it's like one of the last days of staff week, and yeah, it's just so fun. I was on the orange team and we had to do like a performance, then it would turn into this massive like sports day thing. We did the Lorax as our performance because obviously we're on the orange team. A big part of this video that I actually did want to section and talk about is working on a special needs camp, because I haven't seen it really talked about on social media really at all. Specifically working with a camp where it's primarily adults that you are taking care of. Of course, most people that are applying for Camp America are going to be mostly under the age of 25, so having the feeling that you're going to be working with mostly people that are older than you and taking care of people that are older than you, like, it can be quite daunting. And I also had no previous experience working with people with disabilities before, but after the training week I literally felt so prepped and I was so excited and ready to meet the campers. And that first day, that first check-in Sunday when they all arrived, just instantly knew I was in the right place. And thinking about them makes me want to go back now. They are literally my favourite people I've ever met before. All just so excited to be there, and I was one of the first faces they saw because I was a camp photographer, so I had to take a picture of everyone when they arrived. And it was the best. That check-in Sunday, probably one of the best days. I'm not even joking. So the first thought that people have when they are working on a summer camp with people with special needs is literally like personal care. Well, I'm going to be doing all the personal care, oh my god. Please believe me when I tell you now, this is honestly the smallest part of camp. When you're in the moment, you just do it, like you don't even think about doing it. But also, if you think about it, even in like a normal sleepaway children's camp, they're gonna have accidents, they're gonna like throw up on the bed, like, and you're gonna have to clean that up anyways. If you think that that's sort of something that you wouldn't be able to deal with, honestly, I don't think that the whole Camp America experience probably would be for you. Because even if you go in as like a camp photographer or as like an activity specialist, you probably are going to still have to deal with situations like that when you're on like OD, which is the night duty. Of course, there are still lots of differences between working with children and working with adults. Like, for example, even the way you talk with them, you wouldn't talk to an adult like the way you talk to a child. When I was in my cabin 8, I'd literally be able to have full conversations with them about where they went to work, like their lives outside of camp. It was literally like the best thing. I think that Camp JC is the best, and working at a special needs camp is on top. Just saying. So the overall positives of the experience, all of the above, everything. No, let's actually get into the points. The first point, which is one of the main reasons I wanted to do camp in the first place, is making friends. You will instantly click with people. I met these 4 girls at the airport, one from Northern Ireland, one from Scotland, and then 2 from up north. I would have never met before, and I literally instantly clicked with them. The second one is, again, meeting people from all over the world. So I met Australians, I met some from New Zealand, I met loads of people from Spain, people from Colombia. There was on the walls, like there was people like, and they'd write their name and then where they were from. There was people from like South Korea, Japan, I think there was like Russia, like people from literally all over the world come and work at these camps. Literally going straight on from this is confidence building. I feel like I'm so much more of a confident person now because it literally forced me to grow up. It's like a big thing, it's huge, like traveling on your own when you've always gone with your family it is a huge thing. Of course I have to bring this up, but it is traveling afterwards. You have 30 days after your contract ends to travel to wherever the hell you want to in America. But if you are smart and don't spend any of your money that you earn there, you literally have all that money to like spend traveling. I think I spent a little bit on Ubers, like activities at camp, but most of my money went on traveling, and I was able to go to New Orleans, Atlanta, Orlando and Miami, and that was all staying in hotels / like apartments. And guys, the vlogs are coming, don't even worry about it. My New Orleans vlog's definitely going to come out after this one. I don't think I'm going to do an Atlanta vlog because your girl got so sick, I was literally dying. But then Orlando was sick as hell. I got to go to Epic Universe in the year it opened. And then also Miami Beach, like I stayed in a pink hotel with like one of my best mates. It was the best thing ever. So of course, with all those positives, there has got to be negatives. Main one for me was missing family. I actually went through like a bit of a stage of grief while I was at camp. I got told some really bad news. I was missing my family a lot, and even like if you're not grieving, you're going to be missing your family a lot. The second point that is like a little bit of a negative, I didn't find it that much of a negative, but camp is really hard. Like, it's really hard work. The hours that you have to work are physically and mentally draining, like from about 8 in the morning till 9 p.m. at night, so over 12 hours nearly every single day of the week. You get one day off a week pretty much. One night a week you also have to do night duty where you're working another extra 3 hours, so 8 till midnight, which is crazy hours. It isn't like just a sit down job either. You're up on your feet constantly. If there's emergencies, you're going to be running around. It's not really a negative, it's more of like a warning if you're not mentally or physically prepared to do that. I don't think the program is right for you, and I wouldn't want you to go all the way to America to then want to go home. Regardless of those couple negatives, I would say it is the best thing, genuinely the best thing that I've ever done. And yeah, I wouldn't change anything about my experience at all. I loved my camp and I loved everyone in it. If you want to see more camp videos like this, such as like how I did get hired in camp fairs, or how you put up with the long hours, anything at all, put it down in the comments and I will make a video for you on it. Yeah, I am now going to be posting every Saturday as well, rather than every Friday. Or tell me off in the comments if I haven't posted it on Saturday. Actually, just tell me off. If it's Saturday and it's not out, just say, Yaz, where's the video at? Anyways, I need to stop rambling on. Have a great week, guys, and I'll see you next week. Bye!